Hello, hello, hello. I will see if I am live, obviously. We just need to check this. Give a little screen check. Yes, hi everyone. It's Wednesday, and let me just turn that down. It's Wednesday, August. I think it's the 17th, right? 17th, 18th, 2021. And today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics to talk about. And I think because, I have gotten better and better and better at email marketing. And I'm here today to share with you 3 tips that are going to 10 times your results using email marketing. And what is email marketing? Okay. Email marketing is marketing, obviously, which is a way to warm people up to you, get attention, break through the barriers, disrupt where they are so that they pay attention to you and you warm them up to your message and then ultimately promote your programs and services through email marketing. Okay. What I love about email marketing is that you own the platform for the most part. You don't own it. You don't own Facebook. You don't own Instagram. You pay for your service. You own your email. Okay. You own your email list. So we encourage everyone to grow your email list. Now, your email list is filled of people, contacts that are most likely your ideal clients, which are leads. Leads. Now, remember, next week I'm doing a challenge called the 3-Day Lead Accelerator Challenge. Now, I couldn't fit this in. That's why I'm doing it here now. All right. So, definitely you want to watch this. And actually, it kind of fits into next week's challenge as well. And if you haven't already signed up for the challenge, say challenge below in the messages below, and I'll be sure to get you the link so you can register and reserve your spot for the challenge next week. It starts on Tuesday. And it's about 60, 90 minutes a day or less for 3 days. And by the end of that challenge, your life will change. If you implement what I say, you will see your business will change, your life will change. Okay? That's my promise. Now, let's get back to email marketing. Okay, so email marketing, when I talk about email marketing, I'm talking about using something like an autoresponder, not Gmail, not Comcast, not Roadrunner, but something like an autoresponder, like Aweber, Constant Contact, Get Response. I think Kajabi has an email service, autoresponder service. MailChimp is an autoresponder service. I mean, there must be about 20 of them out there on the market, and they're pretty much all similar. They run from like very beginner to intermediate to advanced systems. So, I use Aweber. I've used it for 10 years. Love it. It's very intermediate. It's not advanced. It's very intuitive and easy to set up. So that's why I like it. There's some that, I've worked with clients and I have a hard time understanding their system or thought process of how to move people through and segment them and all that baloney. So I love Aweber. So if you're new to finding an autoresponder, Aweber is the way to go. So anyway, so these autoresponders allow you to create a list of a type of person. Usually it's your ideal client that you put into one list, and you can communicate out to more than one person at a time. So, on some of my lists, I have 1,000 people, 800 people, 600 people. So I can send out one message and reach 1,000 people, or it goes into their inboxes of 1,000 people. So I want to talk about tips that are going to help you reach more people and have them open up your email. That's what you want. You want people to open up your email and read what's in your email so that you can warm them up and then promote to them. Okay, so tip number 1 is your headline, which in email land, it's your subject line. Okay, you need a very snazzy email subject line, okay, so that it'll get someone to want to click on the email and open it up and start reading the contents in below. If your email subject line is boring, or like everybody else's, people will just scroll on by. Here's another boring email from Dallas, and nobody's going to open it up. So you want something snazzy. And tell you the truth, it doesn't even have to relate to what the body of the content is all about. Okay. This is one thing I learned, I'd say 5 years ago from one of my first coaches around email marketing. I mean, her subject lines were song titles. They were, jingles, or just one liner, or just something to get your attention. You want to grab someone's attention so they click on it and want to see what the heck is in this email. Okay. So for instance, I've written a few down here. Where did I put them? For instance, if you wrote, "Don't open this email," what do you think is going to happen as a subject line? Don't open this email. Do you think people are going to open that email? Of course they're going to open that email because you told them not to. So people do what they're not supposed to do. So that is a great subject line. Okay. Another one, if you are, I'm going to say, like, for instance, the 3 habits making people thinner. Okay. So that would be great for a weight loss coach or a health coach. And your whole thing is about diet. So you're telling people there are 3 habits that are making people thinner. Thinner is where people want to go. So you're kind of teasing people into your email. All right. If that is your, and then you would talk about how you help people lose weight. Another great subject line would be new. The word new. Everyone wants what's new. People can't stand being left out from what's new. Must-haves for XYZ. Okay, you're going to get a lot more clicks to open up that email. Now, you can go on Google and just type in 10 best, 20 best, top 10 best subject lines for email, and you're going to see a variety of different things, and you can start trying them on. All right? The great thing about these autoresponders is you can go back and look at what was the open rate for that email. Okay? Now, if you're doing 20% open rate or above, so let's say you have 100 people on your email list and 20 people open that email, you're doing good. Okay? And you're thinking probably, what? Only 20 people open the email? You're doing good. You're doing good. That's why in marketing it's repetition, 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 because you hope to, the next time you connect with another 20 people. Okay? So 20% is great. See if you can get it higher. Can you get it up to 30%? Can you get it up to 40%? Can you get it up to 50%, 80%? I know, a friend of mine, Brian, is at 80% open rate, but he has a very niche down group. Okay. Now, if you're below 20% with open rate, what I would suggest is go back, recreate that as a new email. All right. That's going out with a new subject line. Okay, and put that out and take away the old. Okay, and you can slip it right into that spot if you are in a sequence. All right, you can move things around in sequence if you have like a follow-up sequence going on. All right, but you don't want to keep with an email that's only at 9% open rate. There's something wrong with the subject line. It's not the material in because they never got there. All right, they never evaluated if your information in the email is good or not. It's the subject line. So easy fix with the subject line. So definitely you want to have great subject lines that provoke curiosity, stop the scroll, so to speak, click, I want to see what's in there, and kind of disrupt where people are at the moment. Remember, there's so much noise coming at us from online, the internet, all different ways, especially on email too. So if you can stop someone in their tracks to open them up and grab their attention, you want them to read the next thing. The subject line is the first thing that you're going to actually really spend time on, putting something good out there. And like I said, it doesn't have to have anything to do with what's in the body of your content. All right? So that's number 1 tip. Number 2, once they get into the body of your content, you want to write an email, a letter, right? It's a letter as if you're talking to your avatar, one person. One person. Speak to one person. Write to that one person. Think of that person as your best friend. Make it casual, make it fun, make it entertaining. Okay? Doesn't have to be all educational, grabbing their attention. But you want to be talking about them. How can you help them? What's in it for them? Okay? As one person. One person. And you want to be sure, these are more tips, that you're writing at a level of a fourth grader so people can understand you, and no jargon, no industry jargon. Okay? If there's industry jargon, people go away. Okay? They don't understand. They get confused, lost. Click, they're gone. Okay? You want to hold their attention. Okay? Be sure you create, just as we teach here, create a lot of nice formatting with space. Use some bold, use some underline where you want their eye to go, all those kind of things. Okay? So that's number 2. So number 1, great subject lines. Number 2, talk to one person, your avatar. And number 3 is you want to have a call to action, right? Not all the time, but for as much value you put out, you want to be putting out a call to action, either to work with you or to do something, right? You want to tell them what to do next. That's what emails are for, promotion of your services. But you don't want to start out, the first email that goes out when someone connects with you is, buy my stuff, work with me. You've got to warm people up, just like on Facebook with your content and your lives. Warm them up and then make an offer. Okay? So a kind of like direct offer is, here is how you can work with me, and you can lay it out, and you talk about your program and services in detail and how to connect with you if they want to find out more, right? So that's one way. Other call to actions that you could do that are not so direct, but you want to keep them in your space for a while, is you could put the link to content on your Facebook page or in your Facebook group. You could say something like, hey, Dallas, did you see the post I did on XYZ? If not, click here. And click here, that link should go right to that post. It's called a permalink post on when you pull up that post. Okay? You want to get the permalink URL and put that in your email so that people don't have to hunt for where you want them to go. You're telling them where to go. They click here, there. Okay? You can also do that not only with a post, you could do it with a Facebook Live. Okay? Did you see this Facebook Live? I talked all about XYZ. Click here. That's all. That's the only thing that's in that email. And so that email is not a follow-up series, but more like a blast, a broadcast blast. Okay? It goes out after you've done something. So you could also, if you're a blogger, which I don't think many people read blogs anymore, but that's a way of getting people over to your blog too, to read your content. Okay? But I rather everyone who's on here that we stay on Facebook. So you move people to your Facebook personal page or group page. Business pages are dead. We don't deal with those anymore. Okay? Unless you're doing ads. So you could do that after you do it, or you could use your email to actually a call to action. Hey, tomorrow, like many of you, tomorrow I'm doing a Facebook Live at 11 a.m. on 3 tips to 10 times your results using email marketing. Click here to get into the group. Boom. Okay? That's another way, is a call to action, telling someone what to do. That's what call to action are. You want to lead people to where you want them to go. If you don't lead people to where you want to go, they're going to be off following somebody else. Okay? So that's one of the benefits of using Facebook and email marketing. Okay? Email marketing, you can lead them to where you want them to go. So remember, if you're doing value to, there's a ratio So for the way I teach is 7 value posts or posts that go out, giving, not posts, emails that go out to one promotion. Okay. Unless it's like a soft promotion or a call to action to go over to my group to watch a challenge, to watch a workshop, to watch a Facebook Live. That's my dog, Lily. Um, who's that? Who's that? So, use it. Okay. Now, when you're just getting started, what I would say, set up and put together 5 to 7 emails in a row, and you put them into a follow-up sequence, or sometimes they're called campaigns. Okay. So that after you deliver your lead magnet, which we're going to talk about in the challenge. So if you're not in the challenge, you want to get in the challenge next week. We're going to be talking about how to attract leads using a lead magnet, right? You deliver the lead magnet through your email, but then what's the next email that goes out? Okay, so you want some educational content or informational content that goes out to keep them inspired by you, to keep them so they don't unsubscribe from you. They want to stay on your list because you're full of juicy information, right? So you want to start with at least 5 to 7 in a row every day, an email going out so people start getting warmed up to you. Okay. Then as you get better and better at it, you start adding emails to the sequence. So before you know it, you've got 50 emails in a sequence that go out. So your people that are on your email list are getting warmed up to your information. They're getting to know you. They're getting to like you. They're getting to trust you, that you actually have credibility, that you know what you're talking about. So it's just one way of planting the seed. Okay? One more way of planting the seed. So again, 3 ways, 3 tips to 10 times your results using email. Always do a sexy, jazzy subject line. And if you're not getting above 20% open rate, change the subject line. Okay. And what I would do is don't just change the subject line, is copy and paste that email, put it into a new email on your autoresponder, and then a new subject line. Okay. You want to test it out. You don't want the old information kind of clouding it. And then I would delete that one that's not getting any results. All right. And then put this one into that sequence. Okay. In that space. And then watch it and see, you want to get them up over 20%. Okay. Subject line. 2 is the body of your content, the meat of your content. You should be talking to one person. Not, you've got 20 people on your email list or 1,000 people on your email list. Talk right to one person. Okay, so when I'm reading it, I think that you're talking to me personally at a 4th grade reading level with no jargon. Educational, informational, fun, entertainment. Keep me inspired. Keep me wanting more. Okay, so that's number 2. And number 3, you need call to actions. You can put them in the body of the email, or you can put them in the PS line. People love PS line. They generally will jump right down and read the PS line because that's where the really is what you want me to do next. Okay. And I talk about that more later on. So if you want to get into the challenge next week, we talk all about generating leads online on Facebook. Okay. How to accelerate it. Just write challenge below and I'll be sure to get you the link so you can get into that challenge. Okay. There will be recordings. It will be on Zoom. So you have any questions, we'll answer them live as we go through the 3 days. Okay. And it's an hour and 15 minutes, hour and a half a day. Okay. And I'll see you all there next week. All right, you guys. So that's all. That's what I got. You have a great rest of your day. Bye.